Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, September 1st, and I think this is the view for today. So, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good this morning, and I want to tell you why. First off, I got to see some justice happen yesterday, and I want to tell you what happened, but I cannot let it get back to the person that it happened to. But let's just say, hopefully this is something that will continue to happen in the world where people who deserve a little dose of justice will get it. That makes me very happy. There's a couple of other things that I want to talk about. So there was an agent that I've been working at that title company for 3.5 years, and an agent that I never, ever liked. And I don't ever think he liked me very well, but honestly, I think it was because we were both just alike. And I can see that. I can see many things about him that I see in myself. And something shifted over this last week. And what I realized was, how do I say this? What I realized was it's almost like whatever block there was between the two of us seems to have broken. And I think one of the things that I recognized is he went from being kind of desperate with commissions and money and whatever, and he's learned how to receive, I think, is the way to put that. And I also found out that he is very anti-government, and he thinks a lot like we do about the stuff in the food supply, and we never ever had those conversations. And so all of a sudden it was like somehow we got on the subject of a lot of the stuff that we have in common, and that seemed to have broke the ice to the point where it's like, oh my God, I always knew that there had to have been something about him that I recognized in myself, and that was the part that I didn't like. But then we've found stuff that we have in common, and I think we might be friends from now on. I don't know. We'll see, because like I said, something shifted between the two of us in the last week, and he was in the office 2 or 3 days this week. So anyhow, that wasn't what I planned on talking about this morning. What I was going to tell you about was I told a story yesterday to one of the gals that works in my office about why I never twist anybody's arm. And so it makes me laugh, but this is one of the reasons as a salesperson I personally suck at follow-up, because to me follow-up equates to hounding somebody and twisting somebody's arm to the point of where it will come back as a regret for me and that other person. So I like for people to make their own decisions now. And this happened to me when I was a kid. So I'm going to guess I was probably around 10. And my cousin Richie was in town. They lived up in Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm thinking it was probably 4th of July. And the fair was in town. And for some reason, they were at Robinson City Park with us. And we were all there together. And I wanted to ride. And I cannot remember what it's called. It's not the Ferris wheel. But it was one of those things that you get in a seat and it's like, I don't know, it's almost like a snake, and it goes flying to one side and then flies you to the other side, and you're like slamming into the seat back and forth and back and forth. It's, I don't know, whirly gig. I wish I could. Tilt-a-whirl. Was it tilt-a-whirl? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even think it was that, actually. Whatever it was. I wanted to ride that, and I wanted Richie to ride that with me, and he kept saying no. Apparently he had just eaten dinner or something, and he had told me that those things make him sick, and I did not listen to what he said, and I bugged him and I bugged him and I bugged him until he finally got on the ride with me because I would not drop it. And we get on that ride, and he he ends up throwing up all over me on this damn ride in the middle of it. Of course, they're not going to stop that ride even if I have throw up all over me. And I remember the shirt that I had on. I had on a brand new white t-shirt, and it had a 77 decal, like a football decal on the front of it. First time I wore it, pretty sure, or if not the first, it was the second. Wore it up there. He threw up all over that. And of course, I can't wear that again because that stain never came out. And I was telling the gal at work yesterday that story, and I'm like, I think that's probably why I'm not really great at follow-up, because I don't ever want something like that to happen where I'm going to twist somebody's arm and it's going to come back to bite me in the ass. I have watched other multi-level marketing companies come in, and people sign up, and there's, they've brought in all of their friends on everything, and then that company ends up going belly up, which is a possibility of happening for any company. So I'm very cautious about the things that I say yes to and the things that I say no to. I go in very easily. I very, very rarely jump into anything, but I am, I'm certain when I do jump in, I'm prepared for the backlash of if it fails. So I don't get too bent out of shape about it. Maybe that's just me, because and I hate to say this, but I'm just so used to having bad things happen or negative things happen and not the good things to happen, that I'm over prepared for the negative and under prepared for the good. Anyway, so that was one of the things I just wanted to talk about, was like, as a salesperson, I'm not going to twist anybody's arm to do anything, because I don't want you to throw up all over me. And honestly, I don't know if my cousin even remembers that. I've never brought it up to him that I know of, but I just, for whatever reason, I was just talking about that and laughing, and I was like, that really did affected my life, I think, in dating, in all kinds of things, because it's like, if someone tells me no, I might ask twice, but if somebody tells me no, like one time, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm moving on, because there's plenty of fish in the sea, plenty of people that are interested, in different things. So anyway, I just wanted to share that kind of funny story. And last but not least, I woke up this morning, and I had like 900 and something Z-Bucks that got deposited into my account overnight because of what I spent yesterday. I used my card for the first time yesterday, so I got 500 Z-Bucks. And then everything that I purchased yesterday, I got double points on, because if you sign up before November, unless they change it, if you sign up before November, you get double the points. You get 500 points when you use your card for the first time. And again, it's like a $25 membership. So I cannot wait to see them open up this Z Club with the merchandise and what I can use those Z-Bucks on, and not use my own regular money for it. So anyway, again, I will be talking about this because at the moment I'm kind of excited about it, but don't feel the need to, do what I do. I mean, I'm just sharing something with you that I think could be a good thing. But I'll tell you this, as soon as I figure out something negative about it, I always share that too. I feel like I'm very good about sharing pluses and minuses about stuff. I don't generally just share positives, because that's false information. So anyway, I think it's about time to get to work, and the sun is about ready to pop over this house here in a second, and then I'm going to be blinded by the sun. So I hope everybody has a good Labor Day weekend. I have 4 days off. I'm going to try to get out and do some walking this weekend now that I'm not unpacking, and free my mind up a little bit and clean off this patio that I'm sitting on, because I have bags, like all my potting stuff that I took off the balcony, bagged up, and I need to spruce it up out here a little bit. So anyway, have a great weekend if I don't talk to you, and I shall chat at you later. Have a good one. Bye.